Have you ever noticed how, as the years tick by, especially after we reach that wonderful milestone of 60, the world around us starts to shift? We spend so much of our lives building, nurturing, and relying on our immediate family, believing they'll always be there, a rock-solid foundation. But then, life happens, doesn't it? Children grow up, move away, become incredibly busy with their own lives. Spouses, sadly, might pass on. Siblings have their own challenges. Friends, too, become less available. And suddenly, that constant, readily available support you always envisioned can feel less certain, less dependable than we'd hoped. It's a quiet, often unspoken truth while family love is irreplaceable. When it comes to the day-to-day practicalities, the deepest needs for support as we age, we often find ourselves looking for something more, something profoundly reliable that we can cultivate within ourselves and our wider lives. This isn't about abandoning family. It's about building an unshakable foundation for yourself. What if I told you there are 5 crucial pillars, often overlooked, that become your most dependable support system once you cross that 60-year mark in this video? We're going to explore these 5 incredibly vital pillars. These aren't abstract ideas. They're practical areas of your life that, when nurtured, will provide you with true security, independence, and peace of mind. They're about building a life so rich and robust that you'll always feel grounded, no matter what curveballs life throws. Make sure you stay with me right to the very end, because I'll share something with you that might just completely change how you view your future. Something truly surprising and empowering. Let's dive straight into the first of these indispensable pillars, one that might not sound particularly warm and fuzzy, but believe me, it underpins so much of your freedom and well-being as you get older: your financial independence. This pillar isn't about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about having choices, reducing stress, and being able to manage life's inevitable ups and downs without constantly feeling vulnerable or becoming a burden to others. Think about it. What greater peace of mind is there than knowing you can choose where you live, what kind of care you receive, or even just what simple pleasures you enjoy, without constantly worrying about burdening your children or relying solely on a fixed pension that might not stretch as far as you need it to? It's not about luxury. It's about autonomy. It's about being able to say yes to a comfortable life and no to stressful compromises. Even if you're already retired or living on a fixed income, it is never too late to review your financial situation and ensure it is as robust as possible. A good starting point is to simply know exactly where your money goes. Many of us, even after decades of managing our finances, still don't have a clear picture of every penny spent. Take some time to track your expenses for a month or two. You might be surprised where little amounts add up. From there, you can look at areas where you might be able to trim unnecessary costs. Are there subscriptions you no longer use? Could you find a better deal on your insurance? Sometimes, simple adjustments can free up significant funds. For some, it might even mean considering whether your current home is still serving your needs. Downsizing, for example, can unlock equity, reduce maintenance costs, and free up capital, giving you incredible flexibility beyond day-to-day spending. Building or maintaining an emergency fund is non-negotiable. Aim for at least 6 to 12 months of essential living expenses saved in an easily accessible account. This isn't just for emergencies like a broken washing machine. It's for unexpected health costs, car repairs, or any situation where immediate access to funds can prevent a small problem from becoming a big crisis. Another crucial aspect of financial independence is ensuring your affairs are in order, not just for after you are gone, but for if you ever become unable to manage them yourself. This means having a clear, up-to-date will, but also, and perhaps even more importantly, having powers of attorney in place for both your health and your finances. These documents designate trusted individuals who can make decisions on your behalf if you cannot. This empowers you now, knowing you have a plan, and provides clear guidance for your loved ones, preventing potential disputes and stress during difficult times. And in today's world, it is vital to be aware of the common scams that target seniors. Never give out personal financial information over the phone or email if you haven't initiated the contact. Be skeptical. And if something sounds too good to be true, it almost certainly is. A quick call to your bank or a trusted family member can save you from a devastating loss. Finally, consider if there are any skills or hobbies you have that could generate a little extra income. If you desire it, this isn't about working full-time, but perhaps offering consulting in your old profession, selling crafts, or even tutoring. Even a small consistent income stream can provide an extra layer of financial resilience and a wonderful sense of purpose. If you feel overwhelmed by any of this, please consider seeking advice from a reputable financial advisor. Even a single consultation can provide invaluable guidance tailored to your specific situation. Now, hand in hand with financial independence, and arguably even more foundational for daily living, is our second powerful pillar: robust health, both physical and mental. This pillar is about so much more than just the absence of illness. It's about vitality, energy, and maintaining your cognitive function so you can truly live and enjoy your golden years. Without robust health, all the financial resources in the world often end up being spent on managing decline, limiting your ability to pursue passions, travel, or simply enjoy everyday life. Imagine having the energy to pursue your passions, to play with your grandchildren, or simply to enjoy a walk in the park without aches and pains holding you back. This pillar is about creating that kind of freedom for yourself. It's about building a body and a mind that will truly support you long into your golden years, making sure you don't become a burden to yourself or others purely because of preventable health issues. Let's break down what robust health truly entails. First and foremost, consistent movement is key. This doesn't mean you need to train for a marathon, but daily, moderate physical activity can make an enormous difference. Walking is fantastic. Aim for a brisk walk most days of the week. Swimming is gentle on the joints, and dancing is not only great exercise, but also wonderful for your mood and balance. Light strength training is incredibly important as we age. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass and bone density, a process called sarcopenia. Incorporating resistance exercises, even using light weights, resistance bands, or just your own body weight, can help preserve muscle, strengthen bones, and improve your balance, significantly reducing the risk of falls, which can have devastating consequences. Simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg while holding onto a chair, can also be game changers. Secondly, nutrition plays a monumental role. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Prioritize lean protein sources, plenty of colorful fruits and vegetables for vitamins and antioxidants, and fiber-rich foods for good digestion. Hydration is also crucial. Often, feelings of fatigue can simply be a sign of mild dehydration. Try to limit processed foods, excessive sugars, and unhealthy fats. Simple meal planning can help ensure you're getting the nutrients you need without overthinking it every day. Learning a few new, simple, healthy recipes can make healthy eating enjoyable. Thirdly, quality sleep is absolutely vital for both physical and mental restoration. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Establish a consistent sleep routine. Create a dark, quiet, and cool sleep environment. And try to avoid screens and heavy meals right before bed. Good sleep impacts everything: your energy levels, your memory, your mood, and your body's ability to repair itself. Regular checkups and proactive care are also cornerstone elements. Don't ignore new aches, pains, or unusual symptoms. Be an advocate for your own health. Schedule annual physicals. Keep up with screenings like eye exams, hearing checks, and dental visits. Understand your medications and why you are taking them. Ask questions of your doctor. You are the CEO of your own health journey. And speaking of health, we cannot overlook mental well-being. Staying curious and engaged is paramount for cognitive health. Keep your mind active by pursuing hobbies, doing puzzles, reading, or even learning a new skill or language. Social connection, as we will discuss more in the next pillar, is a powerful antidote to loneliness, which can significantly impact mental health. Practicing mindfulness, spending time in nature, or engaging in gentle meditation can help reduce stress and improve your overall outlook. If you ever feel persistent sadness, anxiety, or overwhelmed, please reach out to a professional. There is no shame in seeking support for your mental health. I know a gentleman, well into his 70s, who walks for an hour every morning. He doesn't lift heavy weights, but he's consistent, and his mind sharp as a tack, always learning a new language or researching a new topic online. He says his daily walk is as much for his brain as it is for his body. He's building incredible resilience. With our financial footing secure and our bodies and minds resilient, we can now turn our attention to the richness of our connections and personal growth. It's easy to think of family as our primary social circle. And of course, they are invaluable. But let's broaden our perspective to the third crucial pillar, cultivating a strong, diverse social network beyond just our immediate family. While family provides unique bonds, they can't be everything to everyone. Friends and community members offer different perspectives, shared interests, and mutual support without the complexities of familial roles. This diverse network combats loneliness, which is a significant health risk, and provides different kinds of help, whether practical, emotional, or intellectual. These are your chosen family, the people who fill your life with everyday joy and understanding. Imagine having a diverse group of people you can call on, not just for emergencies, but for companionship, for a laugh, for an outing, or simply to share a quiet moment. These are the people who will understand specific shared experiences, who might pop over with soup if you're under the weather when your family can't, or who simply remind you that you're valued and connected to the world in a vibrant way. This network acts as a vital safety net and an enriching part of your everyday life. So, how do we build and maintain this strong, diverse network? A great starting point is to simply re-engage with old friends. Think of classmates you haven't spoken to in years, former colleagues, or even past neighbors. A simple phone call, an email, or a message on social media can rekindle a connection you thought was long gone. You might be surprised how eager people are to reconnect. Another powerful way to expand your network is to join clubs or groups centered around shared interests. Do you love reading? Join a book club. Enjoy nature. Find a walking or hiking group. Have a hobby like gardening, knitting, or painting. Look for local clubs or classes. Many community centers or senior centers offer a wide range of activities, from card games and dance classes to art workshops and educational lectures. The key here is focusing on activities you genuinely enjoy, as this makes it easier to connect with like-minded individuals. For those comfortable with it, online communities can also provide a wonderful sense of connection, especially if you have very niche interests or live in a rural area. Just remember to always prioritize your safety and privacy when engaging online. Volunteering is another fantastic avenue. Not only does it allow you to contribute to causes you care about, but it inherently connects you with other compassionate individuals who share your values. It's a wonderful way to meet new people while making a positive impact. Being proactive is also important. Don't always wait for others to initiate. If you enjoy someone's company, invite them for a coffee, a walk, or a casual meal. Host a small gathering at your home. Simple gestures can go a long way in building deeper bonds. And, of course, remember to be a good friend yourself. Reciprocity is key in any healthy relationship. Be a good listener. Offer support when others need it. And celebrate their joys. I know a wonderful woman who, after her husband passed, felt incredibly isolated. Her children lived far away. Instead of retreating, she decided to join a local walking club. Slowly, she started making new acquaintances, then friends. Now, she has a regular group for coffee after their walks. A few she can call just to chat. And she even found someone who shares her love for old movies. These connections give her joy and a sense of belonging that's uniquely hers. Building these bonds requires an open heart and a willingness to step outside our comfort zone, much like the next pillar, which is all about how we continue to grow and adapt throughout our lives. This brings us to our fourth vital pillar, personal growth and adaptability. In a world that is constantly changing, remaining rigid and resistant to new ideas or ways of doing things can lead to frustration, isolation, and a feeling of being left behind. Conversely, embracing adaptability fosters resilience, joy, and a continued sense of relevance. Lifelong learning, a core component of this pillar, is also incredibly powerful for keeping the mind active and preventing cognitive decline. Life doesn't stop presenting challenges or opportunities just because we've reached a certain age. The ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow ensures that we remain vibrant, relevant, and in control of our lives, rather than feeling overwhelmed or left behind by a rapidly changing world. This pillar is about staying agile, mentally and emotionally, ensuring you can navigate whatever life throws your way with confidence and grace. One of the most practical ways to cultivate this pillar today is to embrace technology. I know, for some, this might sound daunting, but it doesn't mean becoming a tech wizard. It means being open to learning how to use tools that can simplify your life and keep you connected. From video calls with grandchildren overseas to online banking. From using smart devices that make daily tasks easier to accessing a world of information and entertainment. Technology can be a powerful ally. Start small. Ask a younger family member or a tech-savvy friend for help, and practice regularly. It's not about mastering everything, but about not letting technology be a barrier to communication or convenience. Beyond technology, simply maintaining a mindset of curiosity and a willingness to learn new skills or hobbies is incredibly beneficial. Have you always wanted to learn a new language, an instrument, or a particular craft? Now is the time. Even something like delving deeply into a new subject through reading or documentaries can stimulate your brain and broaden your horizons. Stay curious about the world around you. Engage in discussions. Explore new places, even if they're just local parks or museums you've never visited before. It's also important to challenge your own beliefs and be open to new perspectives. We all develop certain ways of thinking over decades, but a willingness to consider different viewpoints, engage in healthy debate, and even admit when we might be wrong keeps our minds flexible and our interactions with others more enriching. Furthermore, cultivating a problem-solving mindset is key to adaptability when something unexpected happens. Instead of immediately defaulting to, "I can't do this," or immediately calling for help, try to figure it out yourself first. The process of tackling a small challenge and succeeding, even with a little effort, builds self-efficacy and confidence. My aunt, at 68, decided she wanted to learn how to use a tablet so she could video call her grandchildren who lived overseas. She struggled at first, felt frustrated, but she stuck with it. Now, she's not just calling her grandkids. She's researching her genealogy, watching cooking videos, and even playing online Scrabble with friends. That initial push to adapt opened up a whole new world for her. And finally, woven into all these pillars, bringing a profound richness to our later years, is the fifth and perhaps most deeply personal support of all. This brings us to our fifth and final pillar, which I believe is the most profoundly personal and arguably the most powerful, cultivating a deep sense of purpose in your life. Once you turn 60, and especially if you're retired or have more free time, the structured rhythm of a career or raising a family might fade. This can, for some, lead to a sense of emptiness or irrelevance. This pillar is about filling that space with meaning, giving you a powerful reason to get up in the morning. Beyond just daily routines, it's the inner engine that drives motivation, vitality, and overall well-being. A life without purpose, no matter how comfortable, can feel hollow. A sense of purpose fuels your mental health. It encourages you to stay active, to keep learning, and to connect with others. It transforms getting through the day into living each day meaningfully. This pillar isn't about finding a new job. It's about finding a reason that lights you up from the inside, giving direction and richness to your years, ensuring you feel deeply connected to something larger than just yourself. Finding your purpose doesn't have to be a grand, earth-shattering quest. Often, it begins with reconnecting with passions you might have set aside when life was busier. What did you love doing that you no longer make time for? Was it painting, playing an instrument, writing, gardening, or building things? Dust off those old passions, or explore new ones that spark your interest. Even if you're not an expert, the act of engagement and creation can be deeply fulfilling. For many, purpose comes from contributing to something beyond themselves. This could be through helping others or mentoring, sharing your accumulated wisdom and life experience with younger generations, or even just offering practical help to someone in your community can provide an immense sense of value. Volunteering, as we mentioned earlier for social connection, also falls powerfully into this category. The focus here is on the impact you make and the meaning you derive from that contribution. Advocating for a cause you deeply believe in, whether it's environmental protection, social justice, or supporting a local charity, can also provide a strong sense of direction and meaning. Creative pursuits can also be a powerful source of purpose. Perhaps you've always wanted to write a memoir, compile a family history, explore photography, or learn to cook new cuisines. These activities don't just fill time. They engage your mind and spirit in a way that provides lasting satisfaction. Even small, daily rituals can become a powerful source of purpose. Caring for a beloved pet, meticulously tending to a garden, practicing daily meditation, or journaling your thoughts can provide structure, meaning, and a quiet sense of accomplishment that anchors your day. Consider Mary, who, after retiring from a busy career, felt a real void. She missed the sense of contribution. She started volunteering at her local library, reading to children a few afternoons a week. It wasn't about the money, obviously, but about the joy it brought her, the feeling of being useful, of bringing stories to life for young minds. That simple act gave her a profound sense of purpose that brightened her entire week. This pillar is about finding a deep wellspring of motivation and joy within yourself, ensuring that your later years are not just lived, but truly cherished and meaningful. So, we've journeyed through these 5 essential pillars, exploring how each one offers a unique and profound layer of support in our lives after 60. We started by acknowledging the crucial role of financial independence, giving you the freedom of choice and peace of mind. Then, we delved into the absolute necessity of robust physical and mental health, which empowers you to truly live and enjoy your days. We talked about building a vibrant, diverse social network, realizing that true connection extends far beyond just our immediate family. We then explored the power of personal growth and adaptability, keeping our minds sharp and our spirits open to the world's endless possibilities. And finally, we just discussed the incredible importance of cultivating a deep sense of purpose, giving meaning and joy to every single day. Remember, dear friends, these aren't overwhelming tasks. They're like building blocks. You don't have to build them all at once, or perfectly. Even small, consistent efforts in any of these areas will create remarkable shifts. Think of them as investments in your own future happiness and security. They're about taking proactive steps to create a truly dependable support system, one that ensures you're not just existing, but truly thriving, with or without constant reliance on others. And that surprise I promised you at the beginning. It's this. When you actively build these 5 pillars for yourself, something truly magical happens. You become less reliant on external factors. Yes, but you also become an even greater source of support for those around you, including your family. Your independence becomes an inspiration. Your well-being becomes a gift. You transform into a lighthouse, radiating strength, joy, and capability, setting an incredible example for everyone in your life. The greatest support you can offer your family is a strong, vibrant, and independent you. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these pillars resonates most with you right now? What steps are you already taking to strengthen them? Or what new step will you try this week? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this video has sparked something within you, if it's given you a new perspective or a renewed sense of hope, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more practical, encouraging content to help you live your best life at every age, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your golden years are not a time for slowing down and shrinking your world. They are a profound opportunity to cultivate true independence, deep joy, and an incredible sense of purpose. Live your best life. Every single day, at every single age. You've earned it, and you deserve it.